Oh, that took no time at all. Hey, it's Carco and Carne. We are live recording this directly to Facebook, and you can, of course, subscribe to this show. It's on all the podcast platforms, now on Amazon Music. You can get it on Google, Apple, Stitcher, iHeart, TuneIn. Wherever you get podcasts, you can find this. Also, we're on YouTube every night. Carco and Carne, sponsored by C&H Financial Services. Business owners, these are tricky times. If you're looking to find your way through the pandemic, C&H Financial Services is here to help. They offer a variety of products ranging from traditional merchant accounts to a zero-cost payment processing solution, which eliminates the expense associated with accepting Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and American Express as a form of customer payment. C&H Financial Services eTab solutions, easy to set up for your business for online ordering and curbside pickup. C&H also, I hear myself, C&H also offers cost-effective commercial lending programs to help get your business the money it needs to make it through these unprecedented times. To learn more, contact C&H Financial Services at 855-600-2437 or go to chfs.us. My guest tonight, self-described trashy rock duo. It is SKYD, Skyler and Derek. Good evening to both of you.
Hello. Hey, thanks for having us.
I love the fact that you're at the precipice of releasing a song called Bloody Disco and you're beneath a disco ball. You really tie it all together.
That was strategic.
It was very purposeful. It was actually hanging on the other side of the basement.
Well done. But in the time of lockdown, you got plenty of time to move disco balls around, make sure they're just right in the right position.
Yeah, and we have time to shop for way too long for the perfect disco ball. So,
so the band is SKYD, SKYD. I still am kind of sheepish and embarrassed because the first time I played you on the radio, I mispronounced your name. Like when you're on the air, when you're a broadcaster, there is no worse feeling than communicating wrong information, missaying a word, mispronouncing it, getting the facts wrong. I had never spoken with you before, and I just looked at the name. I'm like, oh, it's Skid.
We expected that.
Honestly, it happens quite a bit. And honestly, like at first we're like, it's SKYD, but now it's kind of like Skid is also kind of cool too, I guess. I mean, it's not our name, but it's kind of cool.
And I don't even remember the exchange. I mean, this was probably 3 years ago. I think it was probably over cheat code. And I got the email from you the next day. Don't remember what it said, but I remember opening it and you were very polite. And I remember thinking, shit. I hope they don't think I'm a total schmuck, but you don't. And that's great. And here we are all these years later.
It got to a point where it finally occurred to us. We're like, you know what? Our name gets mispronounced so many times that we should probably say something. Of course, it's, last minute. And, then you're like, oh, shoot, it's already recorded. I totally butchered it. But, it was fine. It was hilarious.
Or have like one of those embedded Google Translate. So you could like.
Exactly.
Like SKYD.
So SKYD is in fact a portmanteau. It's a combination of two words. It's Skyler and Derek.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love it. So let's do a little history. I mentioned that I played a song called Cheat Code. Actually, let's start there. I never got a chance to talk to you about this. The video for that, you do it in an arcade. Was that Galloping Ghost?
No, that was actually at Pixel Blast Arcade in Lisle, Illinois.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was one of the first places where it was like one of our favorite spots for a while. And as we were writing the record, we were kind of like, cheat code just kind of came out naturally. We're like, how cool would that be to film in an actual arcade? And, Terry, the owner, was super just open to the idea of us coming in there and gave us the whole place for almost the entire day just to shoot a music video. It was awesome.
It's awesome. And it turned out great.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun. Yeah.
And there's a certain vibe. There's a certain aesthetic to what SKYD is. I see it with the disco ball. I hear it in the music. I see it when you're hanging out at the retro arcade. You've got an aesthetic, a bandality, I like to say.
Awesome. Yeah. I mean, we try to keep the band and the brand pretty honest, I'd say.
Yeah.
We're kind of nerdy. We like games, and we really like the almost 80s, 90s aesthetic. Like going through old videos, like just like instant classics. So it just felt right.
So a couple of years ago, you put out All You Get.
Mm-hmm.
I guess tell me your origin story, to put it in comic book terms, which is nerdy, which I think should appeal to you.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Well, we go back a few years.
Mm-hmm.
Even before SKYD, we met at Mullins at an open mic in Mullins, which doesn't really exist anymore. I don't think they're open anymore.
Yeah, they closed.
But it was a bar and grill in Lyle, and they did an open mic on Tuesday. And we met there, started playing music there, developed a group. We were in an old band. Things kind of drifted away. We kind of changed music styles, and SKYD was actually going to be just a side project.
Yeah.
We're like, why don't we just put our names together?
Yeah,
It'll
just kind of smush it
yeah,
and see what happens.
SKYD,
Yeah,
the side project, and then it ended up being something a lot greater than what we ever expected. So
yeah, they hosted an open mic, like she said, at Mullins, and this guy named Jeff Matson, and he took everybody in that showed up, and just was like, we're a community here, like, we're going to support each other. And I think that was the soul, the focal point of like what this became, and a lot of other relationships and bands that we've made, like really stemmed from that location and from him. And James Scott, we also met there, who recorded our All You Get record from Populous. We just kind of where everybody met, and kind of where we just
became a family.
Yeah, became a family for sure.
Well, the word community keeps coming up, especially over the past 7 months, how important it is to lean on everyone else, because this is a truly fucked up time.
It's super fucked up. It's wild, and it's almost hard to explain.
It's something that none of us have ever experienced before.
Of course.
Together, which I mean, it's ironic because we're not really actually together, but
yeah, but community is so important, especially in this industry. I mean, you can't make it by yourself. I mean, you can't do everything alone. So it's really important to have those people there that not only spiritually lift you up, but like also help your music get to the next level, your video, your photography, your marketing, all of it. So especially now, really especially now.
And it's people like you that allow the music community to still have a platform and a place to join, and
even without a car.
Yeah.
Even without a car. There's the radio show, and then there's this. I could play the new song on the radio show on Sunday, right? I don't know if I had that conversation with you.
Absolutely, man. Okay. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
All right. Well, Sunday between 10 and 11 p.m., you'll hear it on Demo 312. I didn't think we had that chat, so it's worth asking now.
Oh yeah, always.
But speaking of this weird time and awkward moment in history, it's hard for musicians, it's hard for creators, and this is a topic, and I hate belaboring this point because I bring it up a lot. It's hard for a lot of people to kind of find that creative spark, inspiration, when they're trapped at home, when they're sequestered and the world is literally, if not metaphorically or vice versa, on fire. But you actually put together a new song. It's called Bloody Disco. True to form, it's lo-fi, it's fuzzy. It's also, I dare say, darker than I think of SKYD's music.
Yeah, we're going down a dark path. Audibly.
Yeah, I mean, it just felt like a song that would be, it was, like you said, it was darker. It felt like a song we really could release it would be a great time to release during Halloween. I feel like it just fit the vibe. It fit us. It's a little bit darker. I feel like everybody has gone through a dark time, so maybe you can still dance with the darkness, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's too
well, you seem very bright and cheery, but I listen to this, I'm like, oh shit, they're going through their narcotic phase. What am I?
Well, that's most of the time, but
it comes in waves.
But it does have that kind of hypnotic and narcotic feel. I wish, this is a limitation of podcasting, that I can't play it right now. I just have to direct people to listen to it on Halloween.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it'll be available everywhere. So whatever you listen to, any platform, it'll be there. So.
And is that an organ I hear at the beginning?
It is. Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it was kind of like, actually, how it started was I think she was home, obviously, and she had written something, and she kind of played it for me, and I had the same impression. I'm like, holy shit, is that organ? And then from there, kind of just, we vibed it out and finished the song. So it was cool.
Yeah.
It sounds really cool. Sorry, go ahead, Skyler.
So with quarantine, like you said, it's been kind of difficult to find that creative spark to write new music. And we felt kind of this pressure because we have so much time and we're home for so long. We have so much time to be writing a record, and we're actually working on an EP as well. So we felt a lot of pressure to work towards that. And it got to a point where we were just forcing ourselves to try to write
Yeah.
stuff, and it just wasn't working out. So we actually we have GarageBand. I have a computer, and we were just fucking around playing with stuff on GarageBand, and that's when this one sparked and became a lot bigger than what we expected it to turn out to. So
Yeah, and it's cool.
Isn't that the truth though? When you try to force being creative, there's no way to do it. You can't force creativity on a deadline. You can't force it. Like I need to finish this many fill in the blanks by the end of the week. You just can't. It has to be a lot more. I hate the word organic.
It does, and it's hard to. It's a weird pressure because, like, what Sky was saying was, you feel this pressure, like, oh my God, we could write a whole record. I mean,
we could write 10 records.
We could like press it here and do all this stuff, and then you end up just kind of and then you get down on yourself because you come down here and you have all these toys and drum machines and guitars and drums and keyboards and keys and everything, and then you're just like, well, this shit sucks. You just kind of power through it and then stay honest, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of what SKYD is happy accidents. I mean, even with All You Get, half the record was, same thing. We were trying to force ourselves to write through winter because, we're trapped in the house because I don't believe in snow and I don't want to go outside. And we've got all this time to write, and we tried to force ourselves, and a lot of it was happy accidents, and that's what Bloody Disco kind of stemmed from.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
I love it. All right, so this is coming out on Halloween. Is Halloween a big day for you? Are you horror freaks? I mean, you're nerdy, I know that, but I don't know if it extends to the world of horror.
We love Halloween.
Halloween is my jam.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, we don't dive too deep into the horror. I mean, we love horror films, but we're not like dive super deep into them. But we try to stay spooky for, well, honestly. Before we were,
skeleton pants.
Yeah, her skeleton pants. Like even on Christmas Day, I think we took a Christmas picture. Yeah, skeleton pants.
Yeah, we've got skulls, pumpkins, Ouija boards, moons, everything year round. It's mixed with Christmas decorations.
Yeah,
it's just the aesthetic of Halloween and the spooky eeriness of it is what I'm really drawn to.
Yeah, and I remember the first time we're living together, and the first time our first Halloween together, it was like after Labor Day, and she was like, "All right, let's go get the Halloween decorations." I'm like, what the fuck? We just got back from the beach. Like, but I mean, that's just kind of who we are, so.
Well, they say that quarantine is a test of relationships. This also, I mean, you have the double whammy of being tested from a relationship and a partnership, like a professional partnership perspective. Yeah. Seems to be working out okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, in both, facets here, like you go through ruts, but at the end of the day, we're each other's best friends, and writing music is something that we have a passion for. We kind of build our life around it, and everything else kind of just comes naturally. We met through music, so I mean,
has bound us together, even outside of the band itself. So.
Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome. And isn't it funny how you talk about being home this whole time? I still have people ask me, what are you doing this weekend?
Yeah.
I still don't know.
Nothing. If I'm lucky, I'm getting groceries.
Yeah, right. It's almost a luxury now.
I may go to Target. I don't know.
Oh man, don't even mention
That'll be
Target.
My treat. I'll take myself to Target too.
Daily.
That's just where I'm at. And talking about finding creative inspiration and all that, I'm running out of things to say to people outside of this podcast.
Yeah.
Like, because what's going on? Nothing. Nothing.
Nothing, nowhere.
Uh-huh.
And you kind of wonder how that's going to be whenever we can all get together, like packed together socially again.
Like super awkward?
Yeah, right. Yeah. And like, is it going to, like, we're going to go to a show and just going to be like, are you so excited to see the Growlers or the Strokes? But you know what I mean? Like, how weird is society going to be,
Uh-huh. Oh yeah. People are awkward enough, or were awkward enough before this. Oh my God. I can't imagine.
It's going to be, it'll be a transition, but I'm pretty hopeful. I'm hopeful that, and the greatest thing to me, and trying to look at the brighter side of things, is how badass the creative industry is going to be after this is all over. Like how, as soon as we can finally confidently get back into groups, like shows and the art and the galleries and everything together is just going to be so explosive, and I can't wait to see what happens. Honestly,
I agree. It's a glass half full way of looking at it, and I think it's the right way to look at things.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah, I totally.
It's the healthy way to look at things for sure.
It is. Yeah, it really is. I mean, it's exciting to think what the future could be.
Yeah.
All right, so the single, the new song "Bloody Disco" comes out on Halloween.
Mhm.
You mentioned that you're working on an EP, so this will be part of it, I'm assuming.
No, actually, no. We
This-
yeah, I don't think it's gonna be on the EP.
No, this was just like we said, a happy accident thing that we decided to do during quarantine and release as a single and have something out on Halloween. And yeah, the EP is going to be its own thing later down the road.
Cool. Well, I look forward to that. I'm glad we got the chance to meet, and I'm glad I got the chance to correctly pronounce your name in front of you.
Yeah, I honestly like we're we've always obviously we've emailed back and forth, but I'm watching the show. It's honestly a super honor to be on here. We
Oh,
love
thanks.
every second of it. So
It's keeping me sane.
Yeah.
It's giving me something to do every night.
it's keeping us sane.
Very nice to hear. I do want to thank everyone who's been hanging out on Facebook tonight, watching as we've been recording this, as we do every night. Oh, a lot of people have been checking in. Sorry, I was so focused on you guys. I missed all this. Let's see. Steffi says, found out about your band through the show. We'll definitely check out a video. Your band sounds cool.
Oh, you.
Eric says, you can't force creativity. True that. Herman says, where can I take a listen to SKYD? That's a fair question. That's a good interview question that I failed to ask.
That's a great
Totally.
interview question.
Anywhere where you can hear music. We're on Spotify, iTunes, or Apple Music.
Apple
I think
Music.
it is now.
Google Play, Amazon. Yeah, so the
Bandcamp, SoundCloud, YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah.
And Bandcamp a week from tomorrow, a week from Friday the 6th, 5th or 6th, whatever that is the next Bandcamp day. So all the proceeds from Bandcamp sales go directly to artists. There's no Bandcamp money off the top. So I do believe in supporting Bandcamp Day. Dave says, can't wait to hear your new jams.
Oh, awesome. Dave.
Allison says, take me to Target with you.
She takes me to Target.
Yeah, they probably go to Target on the regular.
And Eric talking about the impending awkwardness that we're all going to face. Looking forward to all the high five misses.
Oh, yes. Is that Eric Smalls by chance?
It is.
Well, hello. Thanks, Eric. I will give you a high five soon, buddy.
A safe high five, please, Eric.
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank you. All right, I'm going to wrap up on social media. Thank you, everybody, for watching there. That right there, that's SKYD.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks, James,
Thank
for having
you.
us.